My name is Wilco van Rooyen. I'm a Florisoft consultant. In today's video, we're going to look into the package administration. The package administration can be used to register the package which you send out or receive back from your customers. The reporting screen will give you an overview per data or for the whole company. The registration screen itself can be opened via several ways, and I will show you each one of them. So let's jump into Florisoft. The first option we will find in the Summaries menu. Click on it, Package Admin, Customer Package. And when you click on that, it will open the reporting screen. In the reporting screen, you will find the Open Package Intake Release button. And when you give it a click, it will open the registration screen. I will close them both. And the second option we will find just beneath the Summaries menu. You will find the icon Package Intake Issue here. When you click on it, it will open up the registration screen. The third option we will find in the navigator, and there we find the Package Admin button. When you click on it, it will open the reporting screen, and here you will find the Open Package Intake Release button again. When you click on it, it will open the registration screen. When we close them, the fourth option is by adding a dedicated button to the navigator. Right-click in the navigator or press F12 on the keyboard. And now the navigator is in design mode, and on the left-hand side you will find buttons you can add to the navigator. Find the Package Intake Dispensing button, and when you click on it, it will be added to the navigator. Left-click and dragging, you can place it on the location where you want to have it, and via the black nodes on the side of the button you can resize the button. When the navigator is how you want to have it, right-click and select Save or press F5 on the keyboard. Now we have the dedicated button to open the package registration screen. In the registration screen you will find two options. First, Inname-Uitgifte, which means Package Intake Release. This is meant for registering, and when you click on the First op Factuur, which means packages on invoice, you will see every package which is currently registered on an invoice of the active data. There's no active data yet, so I will type in data number test, or you can search for it by pressing F3 on the keyboard, and you will have the data search index. You can search for the data. You can enter optionally an order number, the date on which you want to register the packages. A division is for reporting purposes, which is optional. The remark is optional, and the packing list number is optional as well. As you see, there is currently no invoice on which packages are registered for the data test. So we go to the registration part of this screen. As long as you have not entered any pieces, you can make a choice between collect and issue. 10 buckets 566, and I'll click OK. Based on the configuration, the packages will be handled differently. The first option is that the packages which you register will go to the package administration directly. The second option is that the packages will go to an invoice. When that invoice will be processed, the packages will go to the package administration. The third option is that you will be asked if you want to put the packages in the package administration directly, or you want to put them on an invoice first. Based on your decision, a consultant or a support employee can configure the system accordingly. This system has been configured that the packages will go to an invoice first. So if we open up the invoice, we will find an invoice for the data test, and when we open it by double-clicking, you will see that there are 10 566 packages on this invoice. So I will close the invoice, I will go to the package registration screen again. I enter the data number test again, no order number, and when I click on the packages on invoice, we will see that the 10 buckets of 566 are on an actual invoice. The packages I want to add now are registered on the 9th, and I will register 577 buckets, and I click OK. I will close the screen, open up the invoice again, and now we should find the 577 buckets here as well. To process this invoice, select the invoice, click on the invoice button, select original. I will print it on the screen. Here we find a demo invoice. The invoice will get an invoice number, and now we can carry out that invoice by pressing on the carry out button. Do you want to carry out this invoice to the financial administration? Yes. Do you still want to continue? Yes. Now the invoice will be carried out. The invoice is gone, and now we can go to the package administration. Here we can enter the data number, test, and when I click on show in grid, all the packages which are registered for this data will be shown in the grid. Because the balance whole period tick box is active, we will see all the package history for this data. When I untick the balance whole period tick box, I will get the option to enter the start and end date. Now we have some additional options, the period of action date or the registration date. The registration date has been chosen in the registration screen. So when I click on show in grid, I will see only the packages which are registered on today's date. When I select the 9th till the 11th, I will see both and all the packages which are in between. This is the one that has been registered yesterday. If you want to include single packaging, you can tick this box as well, but that will take a long time to process. If you want to filter only for a certain package type, you can click on the package codes button and enter the package codes which you want to see. Show in grid to refresh, and now only the 577 buckets will be shown. I will remove them again. Screen is empty, refresh, and I will see all the packages again. This report is only for this data. If you click on data group, you can type in data numbers manually. You can click on the add button, press F3 to come up with the search index. Now it's added. You can also add a data group if you have grouped your data into data groups, or you can select a data group here as well. Click activate, and all the data in that group will be added to the list. If you want to remove a data, you can select the spacebar to select it and delete. Or you can select multiple and select delete. Or you can select delete everything, and now the list is empty again. I will add this data and this data and click on show in grid, and then the screen will be refreshed. So nothing has been registered for this data. If you click on OK, a print will be made. When you want to see a report on all data, just select the all data tick box, click on show in grid, and all the data for which packages have been registered will be shown here. In this demo system, only the data test has some packages. When I click on OK, the print dialog will be shown. You can select the layout and the printer. In my case, I will print it on screen. I click OK, and here I find a layout. This layout can be customized to your liking by a consultant or a support employee. And if you want to print per data, so one sheet per data, you tick this print per data as well. Click on OK, and you will get one print per data. Florisoft has the possibility to print a packing list or send that packing list via email to a registered email address when you complete a registration. To configure which options you want to use per data, we go to the constants. The constants can be opened in the navigator. Go to Community, Data, Debtors, search for the data. In my case, debtor test. Go to Invoice and go to Packages. Here you will find two options, Print Packing List and Send Packing List via email. When the first option has been selected, when you finish a registration, a packing list can be printed if a printer has been activated. When the Send Packing List via email option has been selected, when you finish the registration, an email will be sent when the printer has been activated to the registered email address. The email address to which the packing list should be sent can be found on the Addresses tab and then Email address. We go back to package. I select both. I click on OK and select yes to save the changes. And when we go back to the registration screen and type in data test, you will see that the print packing list and the packing list via email are now active. The packing list which should be sent or printed can be configured in the setup packing list. When you click on it, you can select the printer on which the packing list should be printed. If you activate it, when the print packing list is active on the data, but the printer is not active, nothing will be printed. So keep that in mind. You can print to a file as well, and then the packing lists will not be printed physically, but can be saved on the computer. So let's register 7545 and select OK. Select the folder where you want to save the print. The send failed because the email address which has been entered is incorrect. But here you will find the packing list. This is how to register the packages and how to print reports per data or for the whole company. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to contact the support desk or your consultant. For now, thank you, and I see you in the next video.